tapping in from. Those of you that already told me, let me know again. I see I got Houston. I have Denmark. Italy's in the house. I got a Trini on here. What's up, Kim? Andrea. Okay, cool, cool. I think that I have a few cool people here. I just need to make sure. Let me just see. Let me just see. My computer just has had a mind of its own today. So we need to fix that. You know? Cool. I think I'm good. Yeah, my background was just tripping out. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you for being here, and it is an absolute pleasure to spend some time and have a brief conversation. Before I get into it, it's important that I guess not really set the tone, but manage your expectations. I love saying that. I want to manage your expectations simply by this. Let's have a quick dialogue. Today we're going to interview a super student, and I can't wait for you to hear his story. I don't want to take from his story whatsoever, but here's what I do want to do. I want you to kind of give me a little feedback. What do you think the qualities and maybe attributes would be in order to be a super student? What do you think? What do you think that it would take to be a super student? And more importantly, let's just define that real quick. A super student, defined in my definition, this is my words, someone that's willing to do what it takes for them. That's where the super part comes in. And then the student part is if there are mentors, teachers, and leaders willing to take their time to show you something and to bring life into a specific area, or maybe someone that you want to adopt a skill from, let's say, because this is about trading, by the way. Welcome. Hi, it's me, Director of Education at Elevate. If you missed that, sorry, there you go. And I want you to give me some feedback, because I'm gonna do my very best to make a definition make sense for you. You could also consider this a title, but what give me some feedback. What is it that you think it would take to be considered a super student? Even if you have no idea what Elevate is, you have no idea what it is that we teach, that's not the point. When someone says the word to you, or the group of words, super student, what does that mean, and or what does it take to be a super student? Let me see. Let me know in the chat box here. I've got Miss Shannon says focused. Absolutely. Miss Kimberly from Trinidad says taking notes and showing up for yourself. Absolutely. Let me see. Jaquez says committed to study and an action plan. Okay, that's definitely spot on. I'm looking here. I want you to keep typing. I'm going to go over a few of these. Discipline, consistency, excitement, emotional control. Andrea, that is perfect. Irene, let me see. Someone that makes the best for him or her. Show up anytime and study. I like that. I like that. Anytime. Applying what you learn. Focus and implementation. I can't say implementation. Mindset, consistent practice. Teachable. Consistent, Joe says. Fully plugged in, Richard says. Mike says that as well. Gord says asking questions. Of course, yeah, that definitely fits. Showing up and never giving up. Ronnie says, okay, I really like everything you said, and it sounds like you know what it means to be a super student. And now what I want to do is elaborate upon what you all are saying, because you're absolutely correct. And it takes a few more intangibles. So if you're taking notes, and let me just, golly, let me back up again. You know, the technology thing threw me for a loop real quick. I'm like, but John, I can't even say it to myself. But we teach a craft and a skill that will, you know, we can't make a guarantee of success or income, but what we can guarantee is we're going to do our very best to our ability to share the sauce, if you will. Every single day, we don't hold back. So if you're someone that got started or maybe looking to get started, or you kind of just got started and you're thinking about elevate, which that word in it of itself is you're wanting to elevate specifically your mindset and your finances, okay? That's kind of what it takes to be a super student. Is a lot of times people just want to make money. You just want to make money. I just want to make money. I want to make money. I don't really have a good reason why. I don't really have a true goal. I just want to make money. And the problem with that is this is the largest, liquid, most lucrative financial market there is. You have got to have a reason, because the money is there. The money is there. If you're listening, put reason in the chat box. Because oftentimes, you know, when someone's getting started at trading, they're excited and they totally forget why they even got started to begin with. And it's normal. But if you're taking notes, to be a super student, you need a real good reason to be a super student. And I'll use myself, for example, that way I can help you get the thinking wheels churning, if you will. For myself, it really boiled down to this. I actually had money. You know, I say had like it's gone somewhere. I was doing very well as an entrepreneur and my businesses were fine. But for those that know my story, I'll cut to the chase. My business owned me, right? And so it wasn't really money that I was after, but money is a tool, it's a resource. I wanted to buy back my time. I wanted more designability. Is that a word? Designability for my day-to-day, my month-to-month, my year-to-year life. Meaning I did want to wake up whenever I wanted to. I did want to travel and stay gone as long as I want. See, sometimes you start saying money and it's like, oh, money, money, money. Yeah, I'd love to take more trips. But the experiences you have on that trip and being able to come back when you want, that was me, right? And I'm saying that because step one to be a super student, you all gave a lot of qualities and factual things that are definitely necessary. But the truth is, the biggest one is the one that no one ever thinks about. And it's why? Why do you want to elevate? And if you don't want to elevate, why aren't you wanting more for your life? And that's a real question. Listen, anyone that is over the age of, honestly, 12, but we'll say 18, because you can't trade if you're younger than that, legally anyway. We somehow, not only we stop learning, but you stop wanting and you stop trying to find the reasons why you deserve more. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm really sharing from the heart here. So I hope this is landing on someone. Are you like listening to me right now? I got to get some feedback because I can't see you and you can see me. And I'm trying to build my case here, if you will. I'm trying to build my case. See, a lot of times, oh, you're so excited. I want to make money. I want to make money. And you don't realize that, okay, yeah, we get that part, but why? What is your reason and your need to elevate? And the reason I say that is that's got to be in the forefront, because money's here. Let's stop saying we want to make money. This is the biggest pool of money that you'll ever lay eyes on, and you get to control your speed and rate and consistency of success. And that doesn't happen, in traditional business. Let me just tell you that. And so that's what attracted me. Your first thing or step or note to take about being a super student is, what is your real reason and need to elevate? What is it? And really focus on that. And some of us, I know I don't speak from I again, I needed more than one reason, right? I needed more than one reason. And to be met, I needed more than one reason in my life that needed some elevation, if you will. And so I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. But I brought that up to get to this point here. For whatever reason, we seem to forget our real reason for why we are doing something. And I'm bringing it to this point because this super student that we're going to talk to in a moment, he could use all kinds of excuses. And when he got started, he used some of those excuses actually. And we had a dialogue and we talked about his reason, for doing it. And I love his story. I'm not going to take from it. I'm trying to build around it for a good reason. And sometimes our reasons why then become our excuse. I'm going to say that again because I hope that this hits somebody. And I'm just trying to help one person. I've got a few of you on here. Please, your friends can join. They do not have to be Elevate students or anything like that. It's also live on Facebook. Let them know they can jump on there. And I believe this information will help in any aspect of any part of anyone's life. But your reasons for why they need to be one or the other. They cannot be your excuse. They cannot be your excuse. They can't. So just so I can make sure you understand that, I need you to type that in the chat box as well. My why cannot be my excuse. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for you to type it. There's something behind when you write something and you type something. Your why cannot be your excuse. It needs to be one or the other. Okay? It needs to be one or the other. There are plenty of times when I was learning this, my businesses got in the way. Could have made all kinds of excuses, right? But my business was the reason I wanted to get away and elevate in trading. My son could have been my excuse because I got to go here. I got to be there. I need to do this. I got to do that. He needs this. My wife could be my excuse. Everything you can think of that should be your why, you're making it your excuse. And when I thought about that, I had to get out of my own way. I'm tired. My tiredness can be my excuse. And I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes you don't think that that's actually an excuse. Well, number one, this is a 24-hour market, period. Number two, you're probably tired because you can't sleep as long as you want to sleep. Did you get that? I mean, shout out to anybody. Is there anyone, just say me, is there anyone on here that I just like my sleep, period? Leave me alone. I'm sleep. I want to wake up when I want to wake up. Lisa, I know you feeling me over there. I love my sleep, period. Strong, 8 hours, absolutely. And so you can't make excuses that you're tired or I only had 4 hours. Why don't we do something to get you more than 4 hours of sleep? Huh? That's what I'm saying. Is for some reason our excuses were they should be our reason why, or they were, and you're interchanging. You can't do that. Whatever your why is your why. Everything else moves aside, and that includes your excuses, right? So I had to say that because this super student, I'm gonna make sure he's on here because he literally got in the middle of his day, and he's gonna jump on here and take some time with us. But I want you to know, when I tell you all excuses he could have used. John doesn't live in my neighborhood. I'm not good at math. I have kids. I have a wife. No one in my circle has ever even heard of trading. John, we actually did a business together several years ago in the world of fitness, and it was a supplement line, and I mean, that didn't crack out too well. Why do I need to hear you out about learning some skill? Well, let me tell you my story. And I told him my story, right? And in that instant, it removed his excuses. And even today, he can throw all kinds of excuses out. So I won't take any more of his time. I won't take any more of his light. I won't take any more of his show. Let me see if he's here. And if he is, then I will let him speak for himself. Mr. Stokes, are you with us yet? Are you here? Are you hanging out? Maybe, possibly. Okay. I'll wait for him to unmute himself, but that's why I want you to hear from him, because he's nowhere near me. He could have given all kinds of excuses. He actually had some really good ones when the thing that we attempted in the past didn't pan out. And some of you may have a similar story. You know, you're that person like me that when you're excited about something, you tend to share. Just how I roll. I don't think gifts are meant to be kept to ourselves. And I was nervous to share this with him because I felt that he was definitely going to give me an excuse, and he had a very good reason to. So, Mr. Stokes, are you with us?
I am.
Let me give you permission here to unmute your I'm sorry, and I want to change your name as well. Let me see. Here, Stokes, and you should be able to turn your camera on as well. Let me see here. All right. Mr. Stokes, let me stop share real quick. I want to lay eyes on you. Number one, thank you for taking some time and getting on here. I know you're literally in the middle of your day, so I really appreciate it. Folks, type a JS in the chat box for my good friend Jason Stokes, and we're just going to do our thing here, Jason. I know this is something you probably wouldn't just do on your own. You could have gave me an excuse for that, but I want the beautiful people I want them to hear your story. I think that your story is one of many that may not admit that they can come up with a ton of excuses, and that's just not you. So my first question, because this is a super student interview, tell us, obviously we said your name, where do you reside and what's your age and all that? And here's why, because a lot of people think age apparently has something to do with someone's success when it comes to trading. So take it away, your age, where are you located? And he's frozen on my end. Is he frozen? Yeah. Did I freeze him? There you go.
Am I back?
You're back. You were frozen.
It's going in and out. Okay. So I don't know what you said, but yeah, I'm 38 years old. I think.
Where are you located? Where
Georgia.
Do you reside?
Georgia.
Okay. 38, Georgia. We're the same age. Did I know we were the same age?
You look a lot younger than me, so.
My next question is this. Tell us your current or former occupation and any prior knowledge or experience when it comes to trading Forex.
So I'm a teacher. I've been teaching this in the 17th year. And I got that DR in front of my name, not because I'm smart, but it's because I'm dedicated and I'm willing to work, which kind of brought me into the trading world. I saw some posts of you, on the beaches in Hawaii, Fiji, or whatever, and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" Because we had a previous business together, and that wasn't going to take you to Hawaii and Fiji and all anymore. So. I reached out to you and I said, "Hey, what's going on? Where are you getting all this money from?" So that's basically how it started. I've always been interested in stocks, but knew nothing about any of it. And you just you shared with me your story, and that was back in April of 2020.
Yes, sir. Folks, can y'all tell that he's country? He's actually from Georgia for real. He's not exaggerating that. So you've shared with us how long you've been tapped into the education, and you've also shared with us that you had an interest, but you did not actually trade or do anything in the past that had to do with trading.
Nope, not a bit.
Cool. So then why did you want to learn? What intrigued you to learn?
I wanted to be taking pictures in Hawaii and Fiji like you. Because really, money has not really been a problem, if you will. I've been very, very blessed. Of course, I've worked hard for it, but I have a very nice life. I live comfortably, but just the thought of adding that extra income to maybe help us live more comfortable sooner, with less stress in our lives was entertaining to me.
So you've got the wife, you've got two. Is it 2 kids or you have 3?
Three. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Busy.
Busy, no experience or knowledge about trading, but an interest in trading. Obviously, you're into wanting the beach life, which there is a beach in Georgia. You know that, right? Have you been? I don't know if it's the beach. Oh, it's not the same. Okay, that's fair. So then tell us, now that you've added trading, you're busy, you got the wife, you got the kids. How is adding trading into what you've got going, your life routine? How do you manage to deal with that? How do you do that?
Well, this may be a little long, and I'm sorry, it might be long-winded, but like I said, I got the initials in front of my name because I work hard, and I may have gone into it too hard. I was up at all hours studying charts, thinking I needed to be in every single trade and every single pair, and I was getting up for London, and I wanted it fast. And I earned it fast. I got 5K. I started with 500, and I got 5K within 2 weeks. I heard a former person say that you almost need to blow an account to put you in the right place, and I blew it faster than I grew it. But what I'm getting at is slow down. That's what I've learned. The biggest thing is slow down. I was trying to make $1 million in a week, and you need to have like a 5-year plan. And he's not lying. I've heard him say over and over and over. If you've been in this business 1 year, you're still new, and I'm still very new. It's about a year, a little over a year and a quarter, and I'm still learning and soaking everything up every single day. But to answer your question, my routine is, I'll get up for London once, maybe twice a week. But the pandemic really, really started it all, because being a virtual teacher, we were in front of the computer 24/7. So what better time to learn, study charts than when I'm forced to be in front of a computer all the time. So that was actually a blessing in my mind that, maybe this was thrown into my lap for a reason. So let's go with it.
No, I appreciate that. And folks, just to recap his answer there, hopefully you're taking notes and you're listening, but the number one thing that he started with was he thought that he had to do all of these hours to digest the information, let's say. And throughout that process, he took 3 figures and turned it to 4 in 2 weeks. That's a little less than 2 weeks, but he didn't really grow and fully understand everything. So that caught up with him. We'll just say it like that, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
He caught up with him. And so we always speak about the mindset thing. And I'm going to speak for him in this one. We actually talked around that time, and he shifted his mindset. And I don't even think you even look to the charts as often as you started off doing, do you?
I don't know. I hit the ground running pretty hard. I didn't know what I was looking at, but yeah, I was looking at them, and I was in everybody's class. I've been to everybody's sessions multiple times. I was the definition of super student. I don't think, but the Techno Glitch and his wife, Rose Cantu, Kania, Jerry, they may have been to class as much as I, but I don't think anyone else was.
And so the market obviously taught greed is not wise in this game.
Absolutely not. That's your enemy.
So that segues me to this other question. Then, are there any other struggles or obstacles that maybe you had to overcome to really elevate and be consistent with trading? Is there something that, other than greed, is there something else that you think maybe that will help someone and shine some light in a certain area?
Yeah, and I think I want to say a big shout out to all the educators, and everybody that knows me knows that I'm not afraid to share anything. I had a lot of struggles, but I wasn't bashing the system. I wasn't bashing the educators. I wasn't saying, hey, this idea is terrible. This trading plan this didn't work. I had a lot of struggles, but I would share that in the chat. You guys would give me feedback, and you knew that I wasn't like complaining. I was just, man, why does this? I can't ever get a 3-to-1. All you talk about is 3-to-1, 3-to-1. I can't ever get 1-to-1. What? So I had to slow down. You need to slow down. Less is more in Forex. I mean, you don't need to trade 10 pairs. Take 1 or 2 pairs. And I know you guys hear that. And I know you're like, for me, for real. I was like, nah, I see five trades. I want to take 5 trades. You need 1 pair. You need 1 trade. You need to wait on that trade. And that's the hardest thing, is to wait, because you want to jump in. But that risk to reward is the biggest thing. You only want to risk that 1%. You only want to lose that 1%. And you can't tell yourself, because this happened to me a lot. I would lose that 1%. I get stopped out. It would go just a little bit further, and then I would have moved that stop loss. I would have got what I lost and all that back. And that's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I would move that stop loss, and I'd move that stop loss. I'd move that stop loss, because I was thinking, well, if it just goes back up, I'll get all that lost, and then everything else. All it takes is 1 trade to blow it, and it happened multiple times. So that 1%, just let that 1% go away. Walk away. Like today with the GU. I was up 3.5% really fast. That news hit, I lost that 1%. In the past, I would have been like, okay, bye. Goes down now, bye, and it's gone. So today I lost the 1%, closed my computer, and it is what it is. I'll wait to get GU back later on. But the struggle was real. I never quit. And I've heard you say, never stop trading, because you know that to be successful, you're going to lose 7 times. All you need to do is win 3. It's just like baseball with the batting average. 3 out of 10, you're a millionaire. No different with trading. 3 out of 10 trades, you can be a millionaire.
I love it. I love that. So then share with us, what are you on track to accomplish? Maybe it's a goal you may want to share, or even better, what's one of your favorite things when it comes to Elevate? Tell us something that's like why do you like Elevate so much?
It's really you guys. It's the leaders. You guys are genuine. You care for us. I mean, yes, you joined iBoomerang and you are making some commission off that, but you did the tribe for free for a long time. You weren't charging us anything, and it's really you guys that I love the most about it. Y'all are genuine. Y'all care about us. and his family. That's really the biggest thing is when we lose, I feel like you lose as well. You're like, well, dang, what can we do to help you not losing? So really, that's the thing I love most about Elevate, aka the tribe.
So would you recommend, Elevate to someone, and why? Why would you?
Oh, like I said, family, absolutely, I would, and it's because you care, and there's $7 trillion traded every day in this market. Why can't I get 20 or $30 of those dollars? I don't have to have 100 a day. Give me 20, and it's easy. It's there. Just don't get greedy. So absolutely.
So I like that. I like that you mentioned that. I mean, that's number one. That's a whole lot of monies. So, folks, if you're listening, put a 7T in that chat box, not 7D, 7T for trillion. And you're absolutely right. You can get your piece of that, and you don't. As long as you dominate yourself with patience in check, greed in check, the rest is really up to, the market at that point. Just apply what we show you, right? So, Jason, we're gonna land the plane, and I want to give about a few minutes for folks that may want to ask questions, and it can be for you or me, it doesn't matter. Those questions you and I can tag team. But before I get to that part, what are there any pointers or last words or something that you would like to share just in general, has nothing to do with the questions that I asked you? Is there anything, or even light of encouragement that maybe, just anything that comes to your mind that maybe you would like to share in general?
You're going to struggle. You're going to lose. This is a mind game. I would highly recommend attending Chris Evans' sessions. He's got a simple strategy, and not necessarily join his sessions for his strategy, but his mindset training is phenomenal. It's kind of funny. What you think he had to make the same mistakes I have, because how on earth does he get these thoughts? But I swear, like, there'll be times he's talking, I'm like, is he like watching me trade? It's really funny, and it makes me laugh. I'm like, golly, this is so encouraging to hear. All of these things he's talking about, because I've done every single one of them. I could write a book based on my mistakes, and you're going to fail. You have to limit your fails 1%. And if you can get that in your mind to limit your losses and to slow down, this is an easy game. It really is.
No, I like that. Put Chris Evans in the chat box if you heard that name he just mentioned. One of our rock star educators here at Elevate, and he's saying that Chris focuses heavy on the mindset, and really we all do, but Chris puts a lot more emphasis on that. And it's right. Like, what, 90-something% of this is in between, what do they say? The ears, right? Chris Evans is the man. And so for those that are students and you've not jumped into any of his classes yet, I definitely highly encourage it. And then his strategy is not bad either. Super short-term trading. You can get some pesos and get out, and it's very simple. So no, cool. I'm glad that's one of your shout outs, because we probably don't talk enough about Chris Evans. So in fact, everyone will get to hear from him soon. I'm doing an educator's interview very soon. So, cool. So here's what I want to do the next couple of minutes as I still have, Dr. Stokes hanging out with me. Are there any specific questions for him or me that, maybe from anything that he shared? Is there anything, I'll take about 5 questions or so. And question number 1. What is the easiest way to master reading those charts?
Well, let me say first and foremost, I haven't mastered anything. I'm learning every single day, but higher time frame is key. If you're starting off, You don't need to be zooming in to the 1 5-minute 15. Don't do it. Don't do it. Trade off of the 1 hour and 4 hour charts. Zone to zone. Sell high, buy low. Wait for price to get to those areas. And if they get to those areas and you put 1% stop loss and it goes to the other areas, you're going to make a lot of money. But the problem is being patient and waiting on price to get there. But so what is the easiest way? Higher time frame and patience.
Yeah, and if I can add to that, same echoing what he said, I'll even zoom in a bit more and say, yeah, watch 2 time charts in the beginning. Just 2. Is it buying here? Is it selling here? Where's the most recent high? Where's the most recent low? And start to narrow price down on just 2 time charts. Maybe a third, maybe, but definitely, like he said, staying above the 1 hour and greater. And above there, you're only choosing 2, maybe 3 charts and just mastering those. And master probably isn't the word, like Jason said. It's understanding those and journaling what you're seeing there, and obviously being great at playing follow the leader. Listen, Jason doesn't come from zero knowledge to where he's at right now by himself. He's plugged into a community. He is really good at playing follow the leader or the educator, and that's the only reason why he's starting to dominate his experience, if you will. And again, yeah, it takes time. It's a step-by-step process, and whoever you are internally will show up in this market. If you're greedy and you're impatient, there's probably some greed and impatience somewhere else in your life, especially impatience. How you do some things is how you do everything. We talk about that a lot in class as well. And I think if we can practice just still patience on those time charts, you'll see the trade. It'll fall into your lap, because the other stuff that we teach enhances seeing it a lot more efficiently, effectively, and quickly. And before it even happens, we get to see where to put our risk, and you're in control of that risk. So, yeah, that was a really good question. Let me see. Is there another? No, I don't see anything else that popped up. Anything else before we land the plane and call this conversation Dunsky? One more second here, just making sure I don't want to leave anybody out.
80% trend, 20% counter. That's another one. Higher time frame, you see the trends going up, you should be buying. If you're going to be putting in a trade, you should be buying. If the big trend's going down, the prayers that is going down. Sell.
Cool.
I've missed biggest when I tried to be the first one to catch that counter. Oh, it's been selling all day long. I'm gonna clap it right here, and then bam. So
smoked. Well, hey, listen, I really appreciate you, Dr. Stokes. I know you got some stuff to get into today. And I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you for sharing your story. And I love how just real and genuine you are. And the fact that you're not just a husband, you're not just a father of 3, you still do love and appreciate your current profession. You're a teacher. You got a big heart for teaching, and you find time to fit trading in. That's it. And I hope you all grabbed everything that he shared, because he's as real as they come. And he's ordinary. He's not a Wall Street guy, you can see. And hopefully you caught his country accent. He's not from Wall Street.
They go down hick.
And so that's it. I really appreciate it, Jason. Seriously. Tell the missus I said hello. And my man, I will see you in class. Everybody else, until next time, my friends, let's elevate. Peace.
So absolutely loved that story from the doctor. Really, really cool story for those of you that want to get into some Forex trading right here in St. Louis on August 14th. You should see it scrolling across the banner here. We are going to be live, and it's going to start at 10 a.m. If you'd like to reserve a seat, it's free. It's going to start at about 10 o'clock, and it's going to go to about 2, so make sure you plan on being there the entire time. We're going to talk about business, wealth building, and Forex trading training. Absolutely awesome. Reach out to me. If you're not in the St. Louis market, anywhere else in the world, and you'd like some information on the platform, reach out to me. I'll get that over to you as well. Be very, very cool to maybe change your family's legacy, change your children's legacies, to get them into the 6-7 trillion a day Forex trading market. Absolutely awesome. There's a lot of people making some money doing it. So why not us, right? I appreciate you. I love you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.